First off, for my mental health, I've buried the hatchet with Stop the Bats, the song from the MLP episode Bats, with an exclamation mark. You better not forget the exclamation mark. I will punch you! Exclamation marks are important. Please wait, Facebook. So, yeah. It'll probably end up being like 3 doors down. I'll be able to listen to it for a bit, and then I'll be like, okay, screw this, I need something without an accent. So, yeah. Adventure Time. Not a bad show. A stupid show. And I'll admit, the fact that it's a stupid show is the reason I don't watch Teen Titans Go. However, and this is why I said I was going to get off on huge tangents. Teen Titans Go, unfortunately, even though I was waiting for it to pop out, I didn't see it when it came out, so therefore I felt like I was a bit late to the party to complain about it, but hey, I get to do it now! But Teen Titans Go turned a TV show that, while yes, funny, could also take itself seriously, but it didn't try too hard. I mean, come on, you have episodes like, what, Mother May I's kind of silly, but you have episodes like that, and then you have Troc, which, in a mature fashion, tackles racism. You have somebody who is, by all accounts, a hero, a true hero, and is a racist. He's actually, in fact, that's why I wanted you to watch the racism video first. He is what I would call a functional racist. And on that, I have to check Facebook. So, yeah, that is bad for Teen Titans Go, because it had come from a show that actually did do really serious episodes. And even in funny episodes could be more serious. In the way, the show was actually a very good example of balance of drama comedy. But to look for it in Adventure Time, it is still there. The best example, or rather 2 examples, because to truly explore one of them, you have to explore the other, is Ice King, first and foremost, but also then Marceline. Ice King, just in the first episode that really explores Ice King as a person, outside of just, okay, he's crazy crackpot wizard king that wants to kidnap and marry princesses. Outside of just going beyond this flat, silly character, you find out that he used to not just be sane, he used to just be a normal human, because Adventure Time happens in a post-apocalyptic Earth, for those who don't know, somehow. But, post-apocalyptic Earth, he was a normal human who found the crown that gives him his power. It also drives him insane. I mean, just besides the fact that it let you see in the spirit world, and that place looks like some form of horrible hallucinogenic trip, there is also the fact the crown just inherently makes you go crazy. In fact, when he jokingly tried it on for, I can't remember if it was his wife or fiancée, who he often called Princess, she left him. Which would explain his fixation on princesses. That in of itself, sad, depressing, makes you kind of think of what he could have been otherwise. But then it really tugs at the heartstrings when you add in Marceline. Because Marceline, pre-vampire, we'll get into that. You find out Marceline was alone in the aftermath of the Mushroom Wars. He starts to look after her. So she now gets to watch more or less a father figure go slowly insane. And even in the modern day, when she tries to avoid him, moves simply because he won't let her be alone, she still loves and cares for him. Now, that ain't just... If that doesn't say anything, then screw you. Yeah, it's not a huge fixation. I can only think of 2 episodes. Well, maybe 3. I think it might have actually been 3 episodes that get into it. But the series is sprinkled in with some feels. For the most part, yeah, it is stupid. But, I mean, what can I say? It's a comedy. What do you expect? They have, I mean, candy kingdoms. A kingdom of sentient candy. I'm not exactly a fan of that, but... So, yeah, moving on to weird vampire concepts! Okay, so... no modern-day discussion on whacked-out vampire concepts could be complete without discussing Twilight. I'll give her this, she at least tried. And until I thought about it, I'll admit I liked Twilight, and then I thought about it. Sometimes I wish I didn't think. Shut up, Facebook. So, we have that, we have sparkles in the sun. We have, with My Little Pony, drains from fruit, which I can kind of understand, okay, it's a kid shit, but really, still... we have Monster High, and actually this is part of the reason that I'm not watching Monster High, especially since it was actually starting to get a plot by the time I stopped watching. Though I don't have as much of an issue with it as I do Twilight. But you have the vampire chick who's afraid of blood, and just... it's kind of funny, but... whatever. I don't know, if I find out that they did a really good plot line, I'll get back into it, but until then, I just don't see it as likely. I'm just happy it's there, so that way my nieces will like monsters rather than Barbies. Not that they don't have Barbies, but they're much more interested in Monster High, and I count my blessings. And then we have Marceline. For some reason, probably so that way we can explain why she doesn't have to be evil, drinks the color red. I don't like this. It's actually the only thing I don't really like about the character. I mean, I'd rather her be good aligned, but on the other hand, as I view it, I make my peace with the fact she's actually a very good stalwart representation of chaotic neutral. She is the consummate party girl. She has no problem showing up and rocking out. I wouldn't be surprised if she does her parties for free, though, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they cost. Yeah, either way. But, if nothing else, if you really want proof that she's chaotic neutral and not good, if you remember, I want to say the name was It Came from the Nightosphere, was the episode where we first find out about her dad. She wasn't concerned about the souls he was eating, she was concerned about the fact her guitar slash bass slash axe was gone. But, I could even handle it if it were, you know, some form of magic, or if we got an explanation. Maybe if we found out that she's so powerful that she has evolved beyond the need for blood, she just needs red. At that point, I'd actually find that to be kind of interesting. But until then, that's going to be a strike against my favorite character. But on the other hand, the reason I accept that, and the reason I, for a while, accepted Monster High, is because Adventure Time never set out to be particularly serious. Monster High, they were trying to be quirky. And also with My Little Pony, it's My Little Pony, let's be honest. Let's be honest, especially in the main show, they don't get really creepy. They avoid it. Although they seem to be trying to turn that around now, but still. So, yeah. I still think that should not have been an episode, or at least it should have been handled significantly differently. I would like to end with this. I would like to be able to meet another vampire in Adventure Time to, you know, kind of hash out details more about them. Maybe find out that, you know, there is a reason why it's red and not blood. And also would like to see the Lunar Guard again in My Little Pony, especially to try and differentiate themselves from what Fluttershy went through.